Let's play darts. Right, there we go. A lovely 39 to start. 3 pretty terrible darts, but that's okay. We're learning. I'm not going to be as harsh on myself anymore. I've seen the light. The light is positivity. So we've had some tough sessions, but I really feel like this is just all part of the process and trying to enjoy it, really. Not very good at the moment. One day I may look back at this and think, getting through these hard moments stood me in good stead for this longevity of learning how to get good at darts. It's a fantastic game, extremely hard. Right, let's go. We'll just do some more warm-ups here. Let me tell you what I'm doing differently. I've been putting a lot of pressure on myself, as you know. Bit better. So instead of trying to change everything about my throw, I had a throw analysis done, and everything I do is incorrect. There's about 20, probably, and I'm not exaggerating, 20 details of things I should be doing differently. And I'm overwhelmed, and we've had this before. The first 4 weeks I was overwhelmed after some initial improvement. So I feel, let's throw 19. I feel that for me to get better, and not just in darts, but anything I try and do, I can't be overwhelmed with information. My brain is like a chimpanzee's brain, very small. So what I need to do is focus on small steps. Once I've done one step, go to the next step. I need a process. I'm a very process sort of guy. I guess what I'm trying to say is, for those who are also training and trying to get better, and with anything, your learning style, how you get better at something is very different to other people. So this is what I'm doing differently. So all I'm concentrating on is one simple thing: getting my position, my head, my body, and then lifting my arm. And I'm concentrating on not moving my body so much. I'm going for 18s. And that's what I'm going to focus on. The whole of, until I'll get it done, until I get more accurate and I see in my videos that my body's not moving. I see that I'm not lifting my head and my arm or my shoulder too much after I get in position. I need to get that stance correct. Starting at the very basics, and I'm not going to go past level 1 basic fundamentals until I complete level 1 basic fundamentals. And that's my plan. And I'm going to go back to enjoying darts. For the last week, I haven't enjoyed darts because I'm putting pressure on getting better. This is fun. I'm never going to be Phil Taylor. I'm never going to be Dennis Priestley. I'm never going to be Bobby George. I'm never going to be Nathan Aspinall. I'm never going to be Fallon Sherrock. I'm just not going to be anyone else other than me. So I might as well just concentrate on enjoying this beautiful game. And that's where we're at, really. So a little bit of a monologue there to get things going. But let's crack on. Right, let's go 18. No, we've done 18s. Have we done 18s? Let's do 18s again. Port dart. Better. Not too bad. Right, we're going to hit double state. And you know what I'm going to do? And I'm promising you something today. I'm going to hit more doubles than I have done in the last couple of weeks. And that's not putting pressure on me because I feel a lot more relaxed because I'm not putting pressure on myself. 17s. So I've only been hitting about 4 or 5 doubles. Well, sometimes a bit more, 6, 7 doubles in this 20-minute period. And I don't put pressure on myself, as you know, about trying to get a certain amount in a certain amount of time. This 20 minutes is just holding myself accountable, throwing some arrows, talking nonsense to you. And it keeps me playing more because I feel like I need to keep getting better to at least show people who watch this that it can be done. And that pressure holds me accountable because I play more off camera. So this is working fantastically because some people comment saying, is this helping you by putting these videos up? And it is. And I actually recommend anybody to do it themselves. We're going bull here, by the way. Right, let's get straight into this. Let's go. We're going to go low to high today. We're going to go double one. And I know that's the tough way round, but you know what? I'm up for a challenge today. So yeah, people have been commenting about, maybe I should do what you're doing. And I always reply saying, absolutely you should. It's really cheap to set up. I've got one light on a tripod, another light on a tripod. So one for me, one for this camera looking at me, one for the board, and I've got an old phone for the board, and I've got my current phone looking at me now. That's all you need. Get those two videos onto one phone using AirDrop. That's technology for you. And then I use Premiere Pro Rush software on my phone and put them together. I mean, very low effort here. If it was more effort, I wouldn't be doing this. I'm not only do I have a chimpanzee brain, but I'm also like a sloth, pretty lazy. So more half man, half sloth, really. What's that though? Two bad ones, and then finally got there. Down to two. I also get comment. I've had two comments now, so I think I'm going to mention this. Samson, no follow through at all there. I get a lot of comments saying, I don't know if I've got confidence to come on here. Right, I'm going to tell you some things about me. And you may be surprised. People friends even think I'm an extrovert because they know me. You know me. It's me and you in here. There's no one else, okay? This room is full of people and an audience, like 30, even like 5 or 6 people. I would not like to do this. That would be not fun for me. I'm actually quite introverted in many ways. And to give you an example, if I've got an activity planned with some friends in the evening, let's say we go to a pub or something, about 10 minutes before I go, I normally feel like I don't want to go. I don't want to go out into a public social setting. And I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this, because lots of us do feel that way. I force myself to go out because I know I'm going to have a good time. And I do, always. Every time I will make myself go out. But there's an urge really not to want to do that sort of thing. If I'm in a big group of people, I don't know many, I won't sort of push my personality out there too much. If there's other big personalities in the room, I'll leave that to them. And in general, I'm not the sort of person to have any confidence speaking to anybody new. So my self-esteem, my confidence is pretty low, but I have improved it and increased it. And I don't think I'd be able to do these videos even with you guys if I hadn't worked on that. So for anyone who actually cares, and that's something they want to get better at, I'll tell you what I did. Oh la la. With all these things, you need to be a little bit intentional. And what I mean by that, let's get this 2 first, because not bad darts today though, is it? So to build my confidence up and my self-esteem, and to be a bit more extroverted, because I feel like you have to force yourself to do these things to get better. I do simple things. So when I go out, lovely. Like I walk to the gym, for example. When I walk to the gym, if I walk past anybody, I say good morning. Now, first few days of doing this, and you can't just go out in the morning and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a bit more sociable with people. You've got to be really intentional. So what I mean is, you have to say hello to every person you pass. And a lot of times you think, oh no, what's going to happen if I do this? It's going to be embarrassing. Everyone's going to laugh. No, watch what happens. That's where the magic happens. You say good morning, and you'll never believe what happens. People say good morning back. Some people don't. Some people look at you straight. That's fine. Do you think, who's the problem in that interaction? It's not you. Okay, and that slight rejection you get sometimes is good. That's what you want. You want to learn from that and become numb to it in some ways, because you're not going to please everybody. Oh la la. Just by doing that, by going out and intentionally saying good morning and hello to people, you'll find people are kind of like you, they're nice, and they'll be nice back. And magical things can happen when you do this. So where else could you do this? Okay, you're queuing up for coffee in Costa or your local establishment, or you're at the pub, and you're waiting at the bar, and there's somebody next to you. Open up conversation, say hello. Just say hello. I like tattoos. I don't have any myself, but if I see some tattoos I like on somebody, I'll say, that's a cool tattoo. Where'd you get that from? Or why'd you get that? Not where'd you get it from. It's not like bought it from the Sainsbury's. But you understand what I'm saying here. And be nice, compliment people. People like that, believe it or not. And you don't know where those conversations can land. What you get from it, let's pretend you get nothing from it. Hold on, let me throw these. What you can get from that is it gives you the confidence to believe that you can go and speak to people and it's not that scary thing. And that will automatically bring up your status in your mind, and that bringing up your status will give you confidence, and self-esteem will improve, and you'll see a little knock-on effect. I've intentionally done this and I've seen it and felt it myself. Right, 4 still. Finally, lovely 3 there. Ooh la la. Right, what else could you do? Okay, and then those conversations that you have with these people, most of the time, they'll just be like, hello, and they don't want to talk. That's fine, you leave those people alone. You don't like try and bother them until they start talking. That's just how it goes. Some people will talk back. Before you know it, you actually, there'll be friendships that will come from this, or certainly things that you didn't expect. And you feel good about it, and sometimes you make other people's day. If I go to, like I said, if I go to the pub or the shop or whatever, the person by the counter, the barmaid or the barman, I'll always say, how are you? How are things going? Blah, blah. Just a little bit of chit chat, ask some questions. If they want to talk, they'll ask you questions, or they'll talk a lot. Then you can ask them more questions. If they don't want to talk, you'll get the picture. That's okay too. It's okay too. Come on, Samson, number 5. Not too bad. I'm not too upset about today's darts. I'm not playing amazing, but I'm not playing dreadfully. Right, there's some things to do. So open up conversations whenever you go into shops with the people in the queue or people behind. If you're going down the road and you're saying good morning to people, there's another one. And I'll give you a third one, because you don't want to overwhelm yourself with all these things, because these are small, light touches. I'm not saying to you, go and speak to some person in the supermarket and open up a conversation. These are sort of circumstantial conversations, that it's not awkward. You're not going out your way to have these conversations. They're sort of just there to be had. So it's like low-hanging fruit sort of thing. That's what you want to get. And I'm going to give you another one. Okay, this is a secret one. This is like a secret sauce. It's where the real secret sauce is. Ah la la. Okay, right. So the real secret sauce is, whenever you go past someone in the street, or wherever you are, man or woman, hold eye contact with them as you're walking past. And if they look at you, most of the time, so what happens is, hold eye contact with them, don't look away first. Because what you'll notice, when you go past people, 90% of people will look away. Because I do that. When people look at me and I see them looking at me, or I'm looking at someone, they look at me, look away straight away. Hold that look. Because then what you're seeing is they're looking at you, they've seen you looking at them, they've looked away, okay, because that's what we all do. But by looking, you realise that they're doing the same thing as you are, and that builds you up a little bit of confidence that you're in control of that little situation. Now, it can be a bit weird to stare at people, right? If somebody's staring at you, or you walk past and then you hold eye contact, boy or girl, give them a smile. You know, walk past, hey, whatever you have to do. You get smiles back. Okay, it builds confidence that you're in control of these situations that you feel fearful of. There are 3 things that I've done that I found was really good for self-esteem and confidence. And yeah, because I have had a few people ask, you know, I want to do these videos like you are, Samson. But that's unfortunate. But I've got no confidence. I haven't got the, I feel a bit nervous. Build up self-esteem that way. And then when it comes to doing this, just be yourself. I mean, I'm being myself. This is how I am. Obviously, most of the time, if I'm not speaking for 20 minutes straight with any one of my friends, so that's an unusual thing. But this is just how I am. And you know what? Some people hate it. I've had comments all the time. I had one just before I came on here with an emoji of a bell and then an end, wrote end. So I kind of worked out what he meant by that. Just that's all I got on one of my comment was just that. I mean, that's nice, isn't it? Now, you could read that and be like, take it to heart and bother you and anger you all the time. But I reckon I've had 1,000 comments over the course of these 11 weeks. I would say I've had 10 at the most negative comments like that. And for me, that makes sense. So 1,000, 10, that's 1%, right? So 1% of people in this world, unfortunately, are, you know what? That's life. You're never going to change that. You're never going to make everyone happy. There's always going to be miserable people because of, they're jealous, really. They're jealous that they can't, their lives are bad. They have to, anybody who looks like they're having a good time, they have to make them feel bad about it. That's life. You're always going to have that. You're always going to have bad people. So try not to be bothered too much about those. And, feel sorry for them because unfortunately they are like that because things in their lives have not turned out how they'd hoped. When they see people whose lives have turned out or at least going in the right direction of what they hoped, they're jealous. And it's really sad, really. Out of all those 7 sins, you can get a lot from a lot of sins. Like greed. If you're greedy, you've got loads of things. I mean, that's bad. That's great, yeah? You've got loads of things, but there's obviously the negative consequences. Jealousy, there's no good. It's all bad. There's nothing that benefits from you. In fact, jealousy is the thief of joy, as they say. Right, on number 9 here. We're not done too bad. I haven't thrown too many darts today, but I reckon my percentage is not too bad. Oh, that's not good though. That's bad. That came out the hand all wrong. Lovely stuff. Yeah, so I think that's taking the pressure off my game here and throwing arrows. I guess if you looked at my throw, it technically it's really bad still, but I'm not worried about all of the details I need to change. I'm just enjoying throwing again, and I'm making very small changes, like trying not to move so much. Because I see my videos, I move my body so much. I do get it. Oh, lovely 3 darts. Very unfortunate. Nine, 10, 11. There's a hat trick. Have we had one of these yet? 3 doubles in a row. I do feel better for going back to where I was before, really, and gonna make small steps to get better. Twice now I've overwhelmed myself with changing everything about my throw, and it's ended badly. So going back, I feel much more happier, enjoying this more. And look, I think the proof is in the pudding sometimes. Look at that, 9, 10, 11. Really good percentages on my checkouts today. Right, we'll throw a few more at 12 and then we'll go bull and we'll let you guys go because today's been a little bit of a... Just been nice, to be honest, just to relax a little bit and not throw... What are we on here? 12. Oh, unfortunate. Dragged it. Right, 3 more at 12 because I feel like I could do 3 better darts than that. Okay, let's do this party. Let's do this now. Oh, unfortunate. This one wasn't bad. Right, let's throw a few at bull. 3 at bull, let's go. Lovely stuff. Finished on a bull as well. Bang. Thanks, everybody. Another session, a good session today. Feel like my morale is coming up. And let me know how you guys are getting on. Where's your last couple of months? How have you improved? Anything that you feel like you've got better at and why that was? I feel like I need less technical tips and a bit more like how often you're training. When do you feel like you're getting your best results? Stuff that I'd be interested in. Yeah, thank you very much.